3, 2, 1.
Do this.
Rave it up.
Hey guys, it's RJ May from Breaking Bad.
Adam Savani from Step
It's
Up.
Keegan Allen from Pretty Little Liars.
Hi, this is Arthur Buttrose.
It's Cosentino.
Rob Mills.
Todd McKenney with Lauren Yates on Rave It Up.
Raving it up.
Rave it up.
Fun.
Hashtag Lauren, rave it up.
Sorry.
Thank you, I like that
I heard
effect.
raving. We're raving it up.
Hey guys, it's Lauren Yates here, celebrity interviewer, entertainment reporter, and the host of this podcast, Rave It Up. Celebrity news, reviews, and interviews. If this is the first time you're listening, go check out our show's trailer on Apple Podcasts or Spotify to learn more about us. And make sure to follow us on social media to tell us what else you would like to hear from this podcast. We are under Rave It Up TV on Instagram, Rave It Up Show on Facebook, and our website is raveituptv.com. Now today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. As some of you know, if you're a part of our mailing list, which you can become a part of on our website if you're not already, I've been on a speaking circuit at schools around Sydney lately, and I want to share with you, my fans, what I've been speaking about. I share my story and how I've gotten to where I am today, as well as open your eyes up to the really cool jobs out there that you probably haven't even thought about. You don't have to be of school age for my talk to inspire you to make a change in your life and help you follow your dreams. Firstly, I want to ask you, what do you think these people have in common? Jennifer Lopez, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Ellen DeGeneres, Steve Jobs, the former Top Gear presenters Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond, Steve Irwin, and Michael Jordan. There are no right or wrong answers, just opinions here. You may have thought successful, they make lots of money, they are famous, we all knew who they were. Yes to all of the above. But do you know the one thing that they all have in common that make them all different? You're like thinking, what? What are you going on about, Lauren? Well, the one thing that they all have in common that make them all different is they all chose a career path out of the ordinary. There's usually those career paths that we are told are too hard and we question we are good enough for them. You know the excuses. You're not pretty or handsome enough. You're too fat. You're from the wrong walks of life or from the wrong family. You're too short. You're too disabled. You can't sing or you can't dance. You can imagine, I didn't have any issues with that. Why am I even here? Why am I even trying to inspire and motivate you today? I'm totally joking. Believe it or not, I was the shyest person you'd ever meet. I always wanted to sit at the back of the classroom to not get picked by the teacher to answer any questions. I'm sure you can relate. Later on, around year 10 in 2010, easy to remember, right? I met a cute singer with the flick hair, Justin Bieber. I'm sure a lot of you are rolling your eyes right now and thinking, oh no, not this guy again. You can imagine, because of this, I was bullied a lot. But I think a lot of people were a bit jealous of the fact that I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Always loved celebrities and entertainment, and I wanted to be around them all the time. I wanted to have quality one-on-one time with them instead of waiting in huge lines with thousands of fans. Who wouldn't, right? So I wanted to work for E! News. Now, if you haven't heard of E! News, it's an American entertainment company in LA. So I wanted to be at all the cool award shows, interview the celebrities, and just report on entertainment news in general. This was up until I saw a 2.5 Men episode with Ashton Kutcher, season 11, episode 16, that totally changed my life and made me change the way I viewed what I wanted to do as a job or a career. Let me play it for you.
Who cares if they beat us? We'll create something else. All we have to do is believe in ourselves and we can change the world. Now, they're giving you an opportunity to work for Google. I'm giving you an opportunity to be Google.
That was the clip that changed my life. Because I thought, why work for E! News when I could be E! News? I could be the Australian version. We have nothing like that here in Australia. But I still had the issue of being really shy, didn't I? That was up until I went to a youth development program called Empower You. I received a free scholarship, so I thought, why not? Let's go see what it's all about. But I was so scared. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to step outside my comfort zone. Who does? comfort zones are comfortable, right? But Empower You changed my life. I learned I shouldn't care about what other people think of me. I should just be happy with my life and be the happiest I could be. And I knew entertainment made me happy. So can you believe now that that shy little girl gets to be around these cool celebrities and successful people every day and have quality uninterrupted time with them? Sometimes even become friends with them. So I'm Lauren Yates. I'm a celebrity interviewer and entertainment reporter, and have been the owner of my own company called Rave for about 11 years now. Now, something that really just crawled under my skin before I was an interviewer is watching other interviewers treating celebrities like celebrities, and their interviews were like question, answer, question, answer. Almost felt like an interrogation. So that's what I wanted to do different with my interviews. So my interviews now are very casual. It's just like two friends chatting, and I find out how they've become successful. Because I realized I wasn't the only one. A lot of my friends wanted to know too how these people became successful. You know, we look up to these singers, these actors, these entrepreneurs. And even though I've interviewed heaps of singers and heaps of actors, there is no one way to get there. Some people have worked decades before they even get their big break. And I get to hear these stories. Now, I'm sure you look at my social media or our website and think, oh, her favourite part of her job must be obviously getting to meet these cool people. Sometimes getting free tickets to shows, going to award shows, getting free books, CDs, early screenings to movies. And there's also no waiting in lines. And I get the questions answered that I've always wanted to know the answer to. So all of those are really cool parts of the job, you're right. But my favourite part is hearing so many different stories. There's no one carved path or one way to get there. I released a book last year called Knowing What I Know Now, and it's filled with quotes of people I've interviewed on what they would tell their 14-year-old selves now. And the book is filled with these incredible stories. No one in my book has had it easy. Are there some celebrities out there that you feel like have just popped out of nowhere? You're like, where have I been living? Under a rock? Where did this person come from? Yeah, I've been there too, and I work in entertainment. And have you heard of the saying, it takes 10 years to be an overnight success? Well, I couldn't agree with the saying more, and it's something I learn every day on this job from hearing other people's stories. I have some examples here, not of people I've interviewed, I wish, maybe down the track. But for one, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter books. She came up with the idea for Harry Potter in 1990. She got married, she had a baby. Fortunately, the marriage didn't last though, so she was stuck being a single mum, living in a tiny flat with no heating, living off government welfare. And she was actually contemplating committing suicide. That's how hard it was. But she loved writing, so she would go to cafes where there was heating with her daughter in the pram to write the very first Harry Potter book. And then when it was done, she got rejected by 12 different publishers. You just need that one though, right? So the book got published in 1997. That's 7 years since she came up with the idea. I bet you she'd be kicking herself now if she'd given up. She's a billionaire now. And Harry Potter isn't just a book series, as we know. There are the movies, the play, theme parks. I've got another person here now. Jim Carrey, amazing actor and comedian. He started when he was 15 with his first stand-up comedy act in 1977. In 1983, he moved to Hollywood because that's where we all think we can make our big break, right? That's where all the famous people are. But it was a lot harder than he thought. He was having a lot more success and a lot more well-known in his home country of Canada. So he moved back, did a few more gigs, and then it's funny, a few months later, LA wanted him back, and he landed the main role in a sitcom called The Duck Factory. And in November, he debuted his impressionist act on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. That's 6 years working on his craft. But the movie The Mask, which a lot of us know him from, wasn't until 1994. So that's technically 17 years. And Walt Disney, the creator of Disney, was told he lacked creativity How stupid does that sound? Look at how huge Disney is now. We've got heaps of Disney movies, we've got Disney Plus, Avengers is now owned by Disney, got all the theme parks, Disney princesses. Look at how huge Frozen is. So just like Walt Disney's story, sometimes they aren't even excuses that are in your mind. They could be coming externally from other people. It could be your friends not agreeing with what you want to do. It could be your family. It could be strangers on social media. Now, who's seen the show Breaking Bad? Well, I've interviewed RJ Mitty from Breaking Bad. He plays Walt Jr. And he actually does have cerebral palsy in real life. He doesn't walk with crutches. He's been doing physio ever since he was a kid to maintain that. But he is one person that could easily just give up straight away, couldn't he? He could just think, I'm disabled, I can't do it. Why even try? But now look at him. Breaking Bad has become one of the biggest shows in the world. Even though it's finished now, it still is. But RJ knows that because he's also disabled, he does have to work a little bit harder. So he keeps himself employable by doing more things. He knows that he might not always get acting gigs. So he's gotten into the world of music by being a DJ. He's gotten into the world of fashion by being a model. And he is a spokesperson for cerebral palsy. So no matter how hard it gets, guys, never give up. You can always push through those excuses and thinking it's too hard. But why give up now? You're probably so close to achieving success. A lot of people that have given up were probably one step close to success. And it all just vanishes because they've given up. There is a scene from a movie called Facing the Giants from 2006. And it really shows that we can go so much further than we think we can. I've put the link below this episode for you to check out. So please watch it. It will change your life. So even if you feel like your head is up against a brick wall and you can't go further, there are so many different avenues you can go down to. Do you know what you want to do when you leave school? Or what job you want? I'm going to ask you some examples now. You might want to be a doctor or something in the medical field. A lawyer or in politics, a builder or an architect, or go into business. That's a broad topic, I know, but a lot of people just want to be in business, be a businessman, be a businesswoman. Well, I want you to think outside the box now, out of the ordinary. Think back to the people at the beginning that I asked you about. It doesn't have to be in entertainment like J-Lo or Ellen DeGeneres, but there are so many other jobs out there that you probably haven't even thought of. I've included a download link below this episode to a document filled with these cool job examples. So please download it now. There are jobs like YouTuber and influencer, costume or dress designer, a circus performer, stunt actor, nitro circus performer, proofreader, publisher, editor of magazines, newspapers, books, fashion stylist, food stylist. A lot of people forget that that is a job out there. You know when you order food from maybe your favorite fast food restaurant and those really delicious looking food photos up on the board before you order? Well, someone has had the job to make that look delicious. That could be you. There is also Olympian, set designer, location finder, video game designer, children's entertainer, motion capture artist, cartoonist, toy designer, voiceover artist, professional matchmaker, event organizer, travel writer, a reviewer of movies or TV, food, travel, or video games, a skydiving instructor, ethical hacker, robotics engineer, a music or TV or film producer, a cameraman, animal trainer, crossword puzzle writer, a mystery shopper, a dialect coach, scriptwriter, or a Foley artist. They look after everyday sound effects for films and TV. See, there's some really cool jobs there, right? And if you think you're not good enough for any of these, please break through those barriers now. You are all amazing. We're all made unique and made to do different things. I've dealt with criticism my whole life. I thought bullying in school was hard. I get it worse now that I'm in the public eye. But you know what the big thing is and what makes it different now, rather than when I was younger and getting bullied at school? Is I love what I do. I love my job. I wake up every day bouncing out of bed because I cannot wait to do my job. And I have more fans than haters now. And I know I'm making a difference with the stories I'm telling, with the interviews I'm doing. And that's all that matters. If you love your life and you love yourself for standing on your own 2 feet, that's all that should matter. Now, are you one of those people who don't know what they want to do when they leave school? Or you don't know what you want to do with your life? That's okay. Don't stress. I know a lot of people in your position. And you know what's great? It's easy to find out. This is an exciting time for you because you get to try out new things. First step is to think about what you love to do in your spare time. What is your hobby? What are you passionate about? What do you do that makes you lose track of time? Is it music? Is it writing? Is it video games? Is it health and fitness? Is it eating? I think we all love doing that. Now, I want you to think about jobs out there that include your passion in it. If you love music, do you want to be a singer? If you don't want to be a singer, that's okay. Do you want to be a songwriter for other artists? Maybe a music producer or a music editor? If you love writing, do you want to write for newspapers, magazines, write your own book like me, or write reviews? If you love video games, do you want to design them, play them, review them, talk about them on a YouTube or a podcast? If you love health and fitness, maybe you want to become a personal trainer, maybe a dietitian or a nutritionist, or maybe just a health coach. If you love eating, maybe you can review restaurants for a newspaper or magazine, or on YouTube or a podcast. You could become a food stylist, a chef, or a recipe writer. See what I mean, guys? The possibilities are endless. So to narrow down what you want to do in the field you're interested in, start approaching businesses and people doing what you want to do and offer to do some work experience for free. Not only are they going to love that you're going to work for free, but you also get to see the ins and outs of the job, and you can easily see whether you like it or not. Can you see yourself doing it every day? Are you going to jump out of bed every day excited to go to work? And the best part is you get to also find mentors who can make you better and better. Why make your own mistakes when you can follow someone else's recipe? Now, if you want to do what I do, for example, like be a celebrity interviewer, entertainment reporter, a writer, I coach people myself and do internships too. So please message me online, through our website and social media if you're interested. I'd love to help you out. And if you don't like the job after all that, well, all you've wasted is, say, 1 week at an internship. Another way is to start investing 1 hour every day, or even just once a week, doing what you love to do. That's what I did, and look at everything I've achieved now. I started in year 10. So find out what you want to do and do it. Failure is not an option. If you don't do anything, you're already failing. Think outside the box. Those 9-to-5 jobs will always be there. Choose a job that sparks joy and an utmost passion in you, and carve your own path. Thank you. If you loved my speech today and have a contact at any schools around Sydney, please let them know about this unique talk and get them to contact me. Together, we can help the younger generation.
Thank you for listening. If you want to be the first to get every new episode, remember to subscribe to this podcast for free. Just search for Rave It Up on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and share it with your friends. And tell us what you loved the most, and even let us know what you want to hear on this podcast. You can even check out the videos of our interviews on our YouTube channel, Rave It Up TV. And for more, visit our website, raveituptv.com. Now, before I leave you today, I just want you to remember that you are loved and you are beautiful. Bye!